I originally got connected with Lifeline because we got connected with Serge, who is the facilitator. 4 years ago, we saw a picture shared on Facebook of 3 little boys that were needing a home for the summer through hosting, and so we kind of just dived in after about 48 hours of thinking about it. And then we had the boys that summer, and then we had them that winter. We had them a total of 6 times. And then after the 6th time was when we had Igor come 3 days later for a second hosting that was kind of last minute and a switch. So that was our 7th hosting, and then we spent this last year adopting him. And then this summer will be our 8th time hosting with the little boys.
Originally, we weren't going to host this time around due to personal reasons, but
we were kind of pulling at our heartstrings.
Yeah.
This is our first time hosting with Lifeline. We have hosted for PAX, the Program of Academic Exchange, and had foreign exchange students before, and we've hosted 14 foreign exchange students from multiple countries. As a matter of fact, our Ukrainian daughter helped us prepare and got our sign all ready to make sure that we were legit and it wasn't Google translated. So we've been into hosting, but never with this program or with the orphans from Ukraine. So we're super excited.
We're planning on taking him to Holiday World, so I think he'll have fun at like the water parks and stuff. I work at a pool, so I thought maybe if he doesn't know how to swim at all, I can maybe teach him a little bit, stuff like that.
Always wanted to adopt. I always assumed that it would just be locally or nearby, and when I saw the kids, I thought, you know, I feel like this is the way that we're being like pushed to go. So we decided to host twins. So we're hosting a little boy and a little girl, and they are 9 and they'll turn 10 while they're here this summer.
Just through Facebook, we started seeing just like different pictures of the kids that were still needing homes on there, and she just kept sharing them, and eventually we reached out to her. We're like, hey, what is this organization? And she explained it to us, and we prayed about it, and we just felt led to host this summer. I think just like the little stuff, like taking him home and like showing him our house and
giving him experiences that he's never had, will be able to have.
Yeah.
Things that will be able to be there for a lifetime.
Yeah. So, my friend Natasha, she kind of, how should I say this? She advocated. That's a good word. I was going to say more like. Tricked us, because she showed us these cute little pictures and this wonderful website where these children were, and we kind of all fell in love with Maxim immediately, and we saw his face and we just thought, wow, he looks like a pretty neat kid. We had thought about hosting last year. She had talked to us last year when they hosted, and but unfortunately with COVID that program didn't happen. So after we selected Maxim, we were told by the organization he had a sister that wasn't going to be able to come. So when we looked at the photos, we realized that his sister Christina was the girl we had hoped to host last year. And it was completely just a God thing for us that we happened to select Maxim and were drawn to him. So we feel very led that this is going to be a great experience, and just really we're doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Well, actually, we joined our particular adoption agency for these 3 kids, these 2 small ones and their older sister. And we started out last year, but we found out that the 2 younger ones were going to be hosted out through Lifeline from their older sister, who's still over in Ukraine. So we jumped into the middle of that and connected with Judy, called her directly, and got the ball rolling. We were actually able to get the 2 younger ones so we could host them. Yeah, here we actually just got our approval notice from the Ukrainian government yesterday, and so we're looking maybe to get an invite here in the next couple weeks.
Саша и Ира вас спрашивают, что вам понравилось во время этой поездки? They like everything. She says все means everything.
Yeah, they petted horses, goats.
We took them to aquarium, to the zoo. They never been in a zoo. They even didn't know what was that. So we had to explain, and then they were pretty overwhelmed when they went to the zoo and aquarium.
Hosting is, I would say, the biggest life-changing blessing that you'll probably ever experience in your life. It was definitely that way for my family. This is what I always say because it was the best advice given to us when we first started, and that is to empty yourself of your expectations. Because if you have certain expectations for what the summer will be, you will be putting that on the child rather than being able to meet them where they're at, and then getting the most out of the experience rather than always feeling like, well, this didn't happen, so this must not be good. But rather than there's no expectations, you're meeting them where they're at, and you grow together as a family.